Hey guys, welcome back. It's Joseph. Quick and simple gospel. Yeshua, Jesus, came to this earth, lived a perfect 33 years, was crucified on a cross for our sins, buried in a tomb for 3 days, and rose from the grave on the third day. We are saved through faith in Christ alone and by no other name. Amen. So, good afternoon, guys. Hope you're all doing well today. Got a huge show for you today. I got 4 different stories to go over today. Number 1, dozens injured in Munich car ramming. We're going to cover that. Senate confirms RFK Jr. as Health and Human Services Secretary. United Regional jet slides off the taxiway at a St. Louis airport. And a military plane crashed into the San Diego Bay. So we're going to cover those 4 stories today. Going to be a great show. Let me check in with the chat. Hey Leslie, good to see you. Hey Katie. Hi to Zaya. Hope you're doing well. Guys, do me a favor when you come in, please hit the like button. Very much appreciated. Helps out the algorithm and helps more people find the video. And also, please hit the share button. That way we can get this out to more people. But yeah, first we're going to start with the Munich car ramming. Huge connections to the Antichrist, Barack Obama. So we're going to start with that. And then we're going to do the 2 plane incidents, and then we're going to end with the RFK Jr. decode. Hey, Simple Dude. Hey, Carrie Ann. Hope you guys are doing well. All right, let's go ahead and get started. We've got a lot to talk about today. All right, here we go. All right, guys, 1 sec to get all set up. All right, that looks pretty good. All right, guys, here we go. And again, when you come in, please hit that like button. Very much appreciated. If you have a Facebook, please share this out right now. Same thing with Twitter. Let's get as many people in here as we can. All right, guys, so here's your headline. Dozens injured in Munich car ramming as city prepares for high-stakes security conference. This article from today, February 13th. A car plowed into demonstrators in Munich on Thursday, injuring at least 28 people in what a local official said was a suspected attack. Shortly before world leaders were due in the southern German city for a high-level security conference. The suspect is believed to be a 24-year-old asylum seeker from Afghanistan. Munich Police Director Christian Huber told reporters. Bavarian Governor Markus Söder said the incident is suspected to be an attack. All right, guys. We're going to break this down all by the numbers using gematria, which is simply letters as numerals. And once you learn the simple code of coding letters into numbers, you can see right through the scripted coded news every day. All right, guys, so like I said, this is another ritual connected to the Antichrist, Barack Obama. And the first thing I want to point out, we get this news today on February 13th about a car ramming, all right? And Obama's birthday is August 4th. So we get this news today 173 days before Obama's birthday. And in gematria, car ramming equals 173. How about that? So that's the first connection to Obama right there. We get a car ramming 173 days before Obama's birthday. Car ramming 173. This happened in Munich. Munich equals 68 and 32, like Barack Obama equals 68 and 32 in the same ciphers. And hello to Decoding with Cody in the chat. Everybody make sure you subscribe to Decoding with Cody. And prayers for Cody. I know he's not feeling well right now, so prayers that he gets better soon and starts putting out those amazing videos again soon. All right. It says here, dozens injured as driver crashes car into Munich protest. At least 2 people are fighting for their lives after the attacker rammed the protest organized by trade union Verdi. Children are among the injured. Okay. So, this is a protest by trade union Verdi. And notice Verdi has the 32, like protest 32, like Munich 32, like Barack Obama equals 32, and Obama by itself equals 32. It's a Verdi protest. Verdi also has the 31. So Verdi is 31 and 32, like Munich is 31, 32, and Obama is 31 and 32. Now, one of the biggest numbers with Obama, obviously the number 44, right? Because he was the 44th president. Well, what if I told you today is 44 days after we had the ramming attack in New Orleans? That was 44 days ago. And today is the 44th day of the year. So what a perfect day for a ritual connected to Obama, right? The 44th president. And also, today is 193 days after Obama's birthday. That's the 44th prime number. All right? So that's pretty wild. Obama number 44. Today's 193 days after Obama's birthday, the 44th prime number. It's the 44th day of the year. And we get a vehicle attack 44 days after the vehicle attack in New Orleans. So the suspect was an asylum seeker, which equals 154, like the Antichrist is 154. He was an asylum seeker from Afghanistan. Notice Afghanistan equals 197, like the Antichrist is 197, and the word ramming is also 197. So the suspect has been named. His name is Farhad Nouri. And he's got that 64, like Barack Hussein Obama 64, the Antichrist 64. So think about that. The suspect's name, the asylum seeker from Afghanistan, his name's Farhad Nouri, which equals the Antichrist. Afghanistan equals the Antichrist. Asylum seeker equals the Antichrist. That's on top of all this stuff I already showed you. I mean, Munich equals Barack Obama, car ramming 173. It's 173 days before Obama's birthday. This is already a lot to be a coincidence, don't you think? But wait, there's more. Because this protest was organized by a trade union. And look at that. Trade union is a perfect match to Antichrist. And 3 out of the 4 base ciphers. Cody says, I got a huge addition to this, a video posted on YouTube after you are finished. I see you in the chat, Cody, talking about Mercury and all that stuff. I know that's more of your thing. Is there anything I'm missing so far connected to Obama that I should know? Let me know. I don't want to be kicking myself all night that I missed something again, because that's been happening way too much lately. But anyways, right, I'm making the connection to the Antichrist here. What are the odds? This was a protest organized by a trade union. Look at that. Trade union is a perfect match to Antichrist in 3 out of the 4 base ciphers. Wow. So Olaf Scholz, he's the Chancellor of Germany. This happened in Germany, right? And today is 121 days before Olaf Scholz's birthday, like trade union is 121 and Antichrist 121. And it's also 17 weeks and 3 days before the birthday of Olaf Scholz, 173. 17 weeks, 3 days, right? Like 173, like car ramming. 173. And remember, it's 173 days before Obama's birthday. Protest equals 76. Big number with Obama. Vehicle ramming, 76. This was a demonstration. You could say protest or demonstration. They both equal 76. Like Barack Obama equals 76. Munich car ramming has that 84, another big number with Obama. Obama equals 84. Obama was born on 8/4, and the word car equals 84 in the same cipher as Obama. So more connections to Obama. Munich car ramming, 84, car 84, Obama 84, born on 8/4. Now this is the last vehicle ramming attack that happened in Germany. You guys remember that? It wasn't too long ago. It was December 20th of 2024. Do you remember how I connected that one to Barack Obama too? So what are the odds? We have another vehicle attack in Germany, and again it's connected to Obama. Because the last one, that was the Christmas market attack. That was 227 days before Obama's birthday, when Christmas market was 227. So, is it all a coincidence? I don't think so. Now, huge Illuminati connection here. Don't forget, the Illuminati was founded May 1st, 1776, and May 1st equals 666. But anyways, huge connections to the Illuminati. I don't even know where to start with this slide. Let's see. Let's start with the fact that the vehicle was a Mini Cooper. Mini Cooper equals 153. It was a Verde protest, which equals 153. Then we get this statement. The suspect is believed to be a 24-year-old asylum seeker from Afghanistan. Notice asylum seeker from Afghanistan is 153. And Bavarian Governor Markus Söder said the incident is suspected to be an attack. Well, look at his name. Markus Söder, 153. Olaf Scholz, 153. Who's that? That's the Chancellor of Germany. Now, let's scroll down a little bit here. Mini Cooper, 153. Asylum seeker from Afghanistan, 153. Verde protest, 153. Markus Söder, 153. And he's the Minister President of Bavaria. Olaf Scholz, 153. That's the Chancellor of Germany. Jesuit Order, 153. Barry Soetoro, 153. That's Obama. Antichrist Obama, 153. The Illuminati, 153. Where was the Illuminati founded? In Bavaria, Germany. Hello. And look at the mayor of Munich. Look when he assumed office on May 1st. That's the anniversary of the Illuminati. So look, you have Markus Söder, right? He's the Minister President of Bavaria, like Bavarian Illuminati, okay? His name is 153, like the Illuminati, 153. The Chancellor of Germany, Olaf Scholz, his name is 153, like the Illuminati, 153. This is the mayor of Munich. He assumed office on May 1st. See down here? Mayor of Munich assumed office May 1st. That's the birthday of the Illuminati. Okay? So, how is all that a coincidence? On top of all that, you know, the Illuminati 153, like Mini Cooper, like Verde protest, like asylum seeker from Afghanistan. Wow. And don't forget how big that number 153 is. Remember, the pet goat was on page 153 of Reading Mastery 2. The pet goat equals 153. Heliofont equals 153. And remember, Heliofont, they took down iPet Goat 2. They put it back 153 days later. Cody says 563 weeks exactly from the mayor assuming office. 563 is the 103rd prime, and Obama equals 103. That is true. Let me, here, let's look. Let's see if Cody's correct. 563. Let's see if 563 is the 103rd prime. 563, 103rd prime. Alright, so we're correct on that part so far. 563 is indeed the 103rd prime, as we see here up at the top. Okay, and here, let's pull up the old calculator. And what was it, May 1st? Obviously May 1st, right? You're talking about the mayor? May 1st, 2014, was it? Oops. Okay, it looks like Cody was right. 563 weeks exactly, which is the 103rd prime. And I'm going to show you that Obama equals 103. So thank you, Cody. Don't forget how big that number is, that 103 with Obama. Remember when Obama and Eminem were together in Detroit, Michigan, 103 days after Eminem released the song Antichrist, and Eminem equals 103 in the same cipher? And the first part of that song says the devil came to Michigan. Alright, let me get rid of someone in the chat. Sorry, bud. Gotta go. Bye-bye. Anyways, remember when Eminem was with Obama in Michigan 103 days after Eminem released the song Antichrist? Okay? Eminem equals 103, Obama equals 103. They were together in Michigan 103 days after Eminem released the song Antichrist. Now don't forget, when Donald Trump, Mr. MAGA, the highest degree of the Church of Satan, remember when Trump announced he was running for re-election, which we're going to talk about in a little bit with the RFK decode, but when Trump announced he was running for re-election, it was 666 days after his last full day in office. It was also 103 days from Obama's birthday. It was also exactly 103 weeks before the election. So that was another big 103. And there are several others, but that's just a few off the top of my head. So thank you, Cody, for the new addition. If you're wondering, what we're talking about here, this is the mayor of Munich. His name is Dieter Rieder, probably saying that wrong. But anyways, the mayor of Munich, he assumed office on the Illuminati's birthday, May 1st, 2014. So today's news is exactly 563 weeks after he assumed office. 563, the 103rd prime, like Obama. 103. All right. Moving on. Now, we just connected all this stuff. I'm not going to repeat it all again, but we just connected all this stuff to the Bavarian Illuminati, right? Well, check this out. The suspect's name is Farhad Nouri, which equals 188. The mayor's name, who assumed office on the birthday of the Bavarian Illuminati, the mayor's name that we just talked about is Dieter Rieder, which equals 188, like Bavarian Illuminati 188. Can we drop the mic on that one? How's that for a confirmation? In case you thought my connection to the Illuminati was crazy, how about that one? We're talking about Bavaria here. This happened in, Bavaria, where the Bavarian Illuminati was founded, right? So, moving on. Now, also, today is 77 days before the anniversary of the Illuminati, right? May 1st. Today's 77 days before May 1st. Well, look, it was a Verde protest. Verde, 77. Vehicle ramming, 77. Still talking about the mayor, Dieter Reeder. It's 96 days before his birthday, like Munich car ramming is 96. Now back to the minister-president of Bavaria, which was Soder, right, Marcus Soder. He assumed office on March 16th. So we get this news today, 30, not including the end date, 31 days from his anniversary of when he assumed office. If you include the end date, it would be 32 days. And it doesn't really matter because Verde, Munich, and Obama, they all equal 31 and 32. So I figured I would mention that also. 31 days from the anniversary of him assuming office, like Verde, Munich, Obama, they're all 31. And then if you include the end date, it'd be 32 days. Like Verde, Munich, Obama 32, Barack Obama 32. All right. Now, how about the birthday of Marcus Soder, the minister-president of Bavaria? Well, look how perfect this is. We get this ramming 39 days after his birthday, and ramming equals 39. And do you remember we talked about the 39 with the ramming attack in New Orleans? Do you remember? Because that happened exactly 39 weeks and 0 days after the birthday of the mayor of New Orleans, and it also happened 39 days before the Super Bowl in New Orleans. Remember? Ramming 39. Remember, the suspect was hell-bent on killing as many people as he could. Hell-bent had that 39, like masonry 39. But yep, here's another ramming with the 39. 39 days after the birthday of the minister-president of Bavaria, ramming 39. Now also, remember the suspect in New Orleans, the vehicle ramming attack suspect was named Shamsud Din Jabbar, which was 1162, like vehicle ramming attack was 1162. And then we had the one in Magdeburg, Germany. And look at that. Magdeburg market car attack. What we know? Well, we know Magdeburg equals car attack in two ciphers. We know that. Magdeburg 78-165, like car attack 78-165. Now, we've made all kinds of connections to this guy Marcus Soder, right? The Bavarian governor. Well, check out his name. Marcus Soder is a perfect match to Jesuit order in 3 out of the 4. Marcus Soder 144, 153, 72, like Jesuit order 144, 153, 72. And speaking of the Jesuit order, Mini Cooper was the weapon. Mini Cooper 153 and 54, like Jesuit order, is 153 and 54. And Pope Francis, he's a member of the Jesuit order, not including the end date. Today is 58 days after the Pope's birthday, like Verde 58 and Pope Francis 58. Including the end date, today is 59 days after the Pope's birthday, like Cars 59, Trade Union 59, Demonstration 59, and Pope Francis 59. And remember the suspect from the Christmas market attack in Germany? That was Talib al-Abdul-Mohsen, which was 59, like Pope Francis, like Freemasonry, like the Vatican. Same numbers, different day. And fun fact about the Pope, today is 32,200 days after the Pope was born. The old 322. Now, check this out. You know, big number with them Jesuits is the number 56, right? Well, what if I told you today is 56 days after the Magdeburg attack in Germany, right? And this is the Munich car attack, which equals 56. Look at that. Like Society of Jesus, that's the Jesuits, Masonic Ritual 56, and Freemasons 56. How perfect. Another car attack in Germany 56 days later. Munich car attack 56. Couldn't script it any better. And we also heard from Christian Huber. Says the suspect is believed to be a 24-year-old asylum seeker from Afghanistan. Munich police director Christian Huber told reporters. And Christian Huber has that 155, like Masonic Ritual 155 and Freemasons 155. And the age of the guy, the suspect behind the car attack, he's 24 years old. And that's perfect because car attack equals 24. All right, I think that's it. I think we got through the first one. And if you came in late, don't worry. We'll do a quick recap for you at the end. But wow, that's a lot to be a coincidence. Now, we're going to save RFK Jr. to the end, because that one there is going to really blow your mind. So let's move on to, let's see, which plane incident should we do first? I think we're going to do this one first. So we had 2 more plane incidents since my last live stream. And guys, when you come in, please hit that like button. Very much appreciated. Thank you. United Regional Jet slides off taxiway at an icy St. Louis Lambert Airport. This article from February 12th. A plane carrying 27 passengers, including crew, slid off the taxiway before coming to a stop at St. Louis Lambert International Airport late Wednesday morning, according to a news release from the airport. The United Regional Jet, operated by Go Jet Airlines, which departed from Washington Dulles International Airport, went into a section of grass just before 11 a.m. after landing at the airport on runway 1129, according to the release. All right, guys, well, you know, since we're talking about planes, I'm going to have to give you the background for like the, I don't know, it's definitely like the 10th time now. Guys, I've been decoding the news for over 5 years now, over 10,000 videos. And that means I've pretty much checked the news all day, every day. I can tell you, from doing this for 5 years, I've never seen a plane incident make national headlines every single day for 2 weeks straight. Okay? So, just know that. There's no way these are not rituals at this point. It's like every couple hours there's a new plane crash or a new plane incident. All right? So, just want to say that. So, here's your background, because you know we're going to connect this to Kobe and the whole thing, right? So, here we go again, another plane crash, and here's some background. All right? Why are we connecting this to Kobe Bryant yet again? Well, here you go. The Philadelphia Eagles, they picked up win number 666 all time on the anniversary of Kobe Bryant's death against Washington. They left Washington on 666 wins all time also. And that was days before a helicopter hit an American Eagle from Kansas in Washington. And Kobe died in a helicopter. And again, remember the Eagles picked up win 666. They left Washington on 666. On the anniversary of Kobe Bryant's death, who died in a helicopter, right? And helicopter equals 666. And Kobe scored his career-high 81 points in game number 666 of his career. And before that game was played between the Eagles and Washington, the Eagles actually posted a picture of a helicopter. And by the way, Kobe was born in Philadelphia. Okay? So, that's a lot to be a coincidence, right? The Eagles pick up win 666 all time over Washington, leaving Washington on 666 all time. And then days later, right after the Eagles post a picture of a helicopter on game day, on Kobe Bryant's death anniversary, who's from Philly, who died in a helicopter, which equals 666, and Kobe scored his career high in game 666, and Kobe also had the 666 workout, right? So you had an American Eagle, like Philadelphia Eagles from Wichita, Kansas, kind of like the Kansas City Chiefs. And I know Wichita's in Kansas, and Kansas City's in Missouri, right? But where did the plane that crashed 2 days after the Washington incident? Remember, after the plane collided with the helicopter, 2 days later, you had a plane crash in Philadelphia, Kobe's hometown. That plane was headed for Missouri, okay? Now, let me go to the next slide before I say what I was going to say, because it's on the next slide, I do believe. So, to my next point, right? We've been connecting Missouri and Washington, right, to these plane incidents. Well, guess where the St. Louis Lambert International Airport is? Obviously in Missouri, right? Home of the Kansas City Chiefs. And where was the plane leaving from? If we go back, like we read, so the plane landed in Missouri, which is where Kansas City plays, right? But it left Washington Dulles International Airport. So there's your Washington connection. Now, for the record, Dulles is actually in Virginia, but Washington Dulles serves the Washington, D.C. metropolitan area. It is the primary international airport for the region. Okay, so don't call it a stretch. So anyways, before we get started on the numbers, I just want to point that out. We have a connection, yet again, to Missouri. What are the odds? And this airport, though it is in Virginia, it serves the Washington, D.C. area. Okay? Now that I've laid the groundwork, are you ready to have your mind blown? Because we have another plane ritual connected to the number 222. And as you guys know, I pretty much connected all of these plane incidents to the number 222. And here it is again. Because the name of the airport is St. Louis Lambert International Airport, which equals 222. And the airport is named after Albert Lambert, which equals 222. How about that? I mean, wow. All credit to God, no credit to me, but wow. Guys, I'm going to show you all the examples that we've talked about over the last 2 weeks. Almost every single one of the plane incidents was connected to the number 222. And here we have another one. In Missouri. Same things we've been talking about, guys. Missouri, 222. So yeah, St. Louis Lambert International Airport, 222, like Albert Lambert, 222. The plane that crashed in Philadelphia, in Kobe's hometown, that was 222 days before the mayor's birthday, and it was 222 days after the Mexican president's birthday, and that matters because everyone on that plane was from Mexico, including the little girl at Shriners Hospital, which equaled 222. One sec, let me take a sip of water. Now remember, we were connecting all these plane rituals to the Super Bowl and the number 222, right? So there was obviously the Super Bowl was in New Orleans. There was a major plane crash in New Orleans on July 9th, 1982. And 145 people on the plane were killed, 8 people on the ground were killed. So the Super Bowl was played 2,222 weeks and 2 days after that plane crash in New Orleans. Isn't that wild? And also, that plane crash in New Orleans was 22 weeks and 2 days from the anniversary of the plane crash known as the day the music died, which led to the song American Pie. And we're going to talk about that again in a second. But don't forget, the Super Bowl was also 66 years and 6 days after that plane crash, the day the music died. And Philadelphia came into the Super Bowl with 666 wins. And then remember, Cooper DeJean equaled 666. He got the pick 6 on his birthday. Number 33, DeJean 33. Now, if you add up the 4 total scores of the Philadelphia Eagles' 4 playoff games, the total scores equals 222. here's the wild card. It was 10-22, which equals 32. The divisional round was 50 points scored total. The NFC Championship game, 78 points, and the Super Bowl, 62 points. Look at that. Add up the total scores of the 4 playoff games for the Eagles. 32 plus 50 plus 78 plus 62. It just happens to equal 222, the number that I was talking about the whole time. Then we had the Philippines plane crash, which equals 2022. And that plane crash happened 2 years, 222 days after their president assumed office. Then on February 2nd, which equals 222, we had a United Airlines flight catch on fire. United Airlines flight equals 222. It was headed to New York, New York, which equals 222, where 9/11 went down. And including the end date, we got that story 222 days from the anniversary of 9/11. Then on February 1st, we had the plane collide with the aircraft tug in Obama's old stomping grounds of Chicago, where Obama was the senator. That was at O'Hare. And O'Hare equaled 222, like Beast 222, like the Beast of Revelation 222. And the birthday of O'Hare is 222 days from the birthday of Obama, and not including the end date. That plane incident happened 222 days before the anniversary of 9/11. Like the Antichrist, Barack Obama, 222, who tested positive for COVID 222 days from his birthday in the year 2022. Antichrist system, 222. And remember that one in Chicago, which we connected to Obama? That was 181 days after Obama's birthday, like Barack Hussein Obama II, 181, Barack Obama, 181. Remember the zip code of that airport was 60666. Hello. And remember the football team in Chicago? Obama's team, the Chicago Bears, they currently have 666 losses right now. And the guy that got injured was 64 years old, like Barack Hussein Obama equals 64, the Antichrist 64. And then remember not too long ago, in December of 2024, just a few months ago, we had the Azerbaijan Airlines plane, which equals 222. It crashed in Kazakhstan 222 days from the president of Kazakhstan's birthday, and it was also, look at that, just happened to have another plane crash 222 days before Obama's birthday. Wow, what are the odds? And then we talked about the song American Pie, which is about the plane crash, the day the music died. And remember, the Super Bowl was 66 years and 6 days after that plane crash, and American Pie was performed for the first time on Pie Day in Philadelphia. But anyways, American Pie was performed for the first time 222 days from Obama's birthday. And someone's asked me, what is the significance of the number 222? It's like the biggest number in the world. Key to the apocalypse equals 222. Key to the universe equals 222. Hidden codes 222. It's a huge number with God. It's also a huge number with Satan, because Satan is a copycat. So there are no bad numbers. 222 is actually my favorite number. It's the whole reason I started my channel. God was showing me the number 222 everywhere back in 2019 before I ever heard of gematria, before anyone knew about coronavirus. God was showing me that number 222 everywhere. I would read Daniel 2:22 about the deep and hidden things. Acts 2:22 with it's the only verse with the 3 words miracles, signs, and wonders. It's Acts 2:22, the first verse of the Bible. If you just copy and paste the first verse of the Bible, it equals 222. Jesus, the Lion of Judah, equals 222. The list goes on. But yeah, 222 is a huge number, all right, as you're about to see, because I'm not even through yet. So anyways, American Pie, the song about a plane crash, it was performed for the first time 222 days from Obama's birthday. And by the way, we do have a blood moon eclipse coming up on Pi Day, 222 days from Obama's birthday. Now, there's a movie called American Pie. That movie came out 2 years, 2 months, and 2 days before 9/11. And that movie also came out 22 weeks and 2 days from the anniversary of the plane crash, known as the day the music died. Now remember when Trump was president the first time, it was January 21st, 2020. We had the first U.S. case of COVID in Seattle, Washington. It was 222 days after Trump's birthday, the father of the vaccine. And then on the anniversary of the first U.S. case, Trump just rolled out the Stargate project, 222 days after his birthday. Check out some of the gematria here. Wuhan coronavirus, World Economic Forum, 222. Antichrist system, 222. Event 201, 222. Mandatory vaccination, 222. COVID vaccines, 222. COVID was declared a pandemic March 11th, 2020, exactly 222 months after 9/11. Trump just won the election 222 days before his birthday, and Trump equals 222. Trump Organization equals 222. There was a 222-page lawsuit against the Trump Organization where he took the stand 222 days from his birthday. Trump's sister died 222 days from her birthday, and Ivana Trump died 222 days from her birthday. By the way, Ivana equals 222. And then you had Obama test positive for COVID 222 days after his birthday in the year 2022. Now, we're talking about the number 222 with this airport. Remember, the name of the airport equals 222, and the person that the airport's named after equals 222. Well, again, where did this happen? It happened in Missouri. All right, what football team plays in Missouri? The team that just lost the Super Bowl, the Kansas City Chiefs. And I want to show you how big that number 222 is with the Kansas City Chiefs, because Andy Reid picked up win number 222, his 222nd career win, when he won his first Super Bowl with Patrick Mahomes, and that was on February 2nd, which equals 222. February 2nd, 2020 equals 2220. Halftime was J-Lo. J-Lo equals 222. And the Kansas City Chiefs won the Super Bowl 222 weeks after the Kansas City Royals won the World Series. Royal like a crown, Corona means crown. And this was the first Super Bowl after Kobe died, and his death was connected to coronavirus, which I'll show you. And this was also the first Super Bowl during the time of coronavirus. Now, more on the Chiefs and the 222. The first Super Bowl that Mahomes lost, he lost it to Brady. That was the Buccaneers Super Bowl in their home stadium when Buccaneers Super Bowl 222. The first Super Bowl Mahomes lost, he lost it 222 days before his birthday. And Mahomes has the record for the most touchdown passes under the age of 29, and the number's 222 touchdowns. And the year that Mahomes lost to Brady, 222 days from Mahomes' birthday, that was the same year where Tom Brady picked up win number 222 as a Buccaneer, and then Brady came out of retirement 222 days from his birthday. Now, you know the two big numbers with COVID are the 222 and the 201, right? And remember, in that Super Bowl against Mahomes, Brady threw for 201 yards, right? And then the Bucs went to the Super Bowl on the 201st day of the year during the time of COVID, right? What are the odds? Then we had the plane collision in Seattle. Remember, the first U.S. case was in Seattle, 222 days from Trump's birthday. And the sister city to Seattle is Kobe, Japan. Kobe, Japan. And one of the planes was Japan Airlines, right? Japan Airlines 222, like plane collision 222. Delta Airlines 222, like order out of chaos 222. Now, here's Kobe. So Kobe had a tattoo of a crown. Corona means crown, right? And he died the first week of coronavirus in the U.S. Remember, his death basically kicked off coronavirus. And don't forget, Kobe died in a helicopter, which equals 666, like vaccination 666. Like COVID was declared a pandemic 666 days after the Clade X pandemic simulation. But anyways, back to the 222. Kobe died 22 weeks and 2 days after his birthday. 222, like Wuhan coronavirus. 222, and he had a tattoo of a crown. Corona means crown. Look where Kobe was buried, in Corona Del Mar. And then, again, we had that incident in Seattle with the planes. One was Japan Airlines. See how Seattle, Washington is the sister city to Kobe, Japan. That's where the first U.S. case of COVID was, 222 days from Trump's birthday. And then again, COVID declared a pandemic 222 months after 9/11. And just to prove that the 222 is big with Kobe, we had this sick ritual with UFC fighter Francis Ngannou. He confirmed the death of his infant son Kobe, who was named after Kobe Bryant. He died on April 27th, 2024, which was exactly 222 weeks and 0 days after Kobe Bryant died. And look at the name of the father, Francis Ngannou, 222. Now, remember we had the plane crash in Brazil just 2 days before the Super Bowl. 2 people were killed. And why does that matter? Because the Philadelphia Eagles, they started the season off in Brazil. Remember? That was the Love Hurts game. And then the day of that plane crash, you had the movie Love Hurts come out. But anyways, that game in Brazil, where the Eagles started their season, that was on September 6th. And the Super Bowl was 22 weeks and 2 days after that game in Brazil. And don't forget, Brazil equaled 40. Like, the Eagles won the Super Bowl on the 40th day of the year with the 40 points. And the guy with the pick 6 was the 40th pick in the draft. And there were more 40s. But anyways, I think Airplane was 40, wasn't it? Let's see. Yeah, Airplane has that 40, like Brazil. Like they scored 40 points on the 40th day of the year. Anyways, moving on. Then we had the plane collision at the Scottsdale Airport. Plane collision, 222. That was the one. Remember the one at Scottsdale was the one we just did with the Motley Crue plane. And remember, it was Vince Neil's plane crashed into Vince Vaughn's plane. Both named Vincent, like Don McLean III did the songs American Pie and Vincent. And the girlfriend's name of Vince Neil, her name Rain Andrini, was a perfect match to Don McLean III. Remember that? But anyways, we looked deeper, and someone let us know that within the last year, Motley Crue put out a music video called Dogs of War. And not only is there a plane crash, but there's a snake on the plane, like Kobe the Black Mamba. And remember, all these plane crashes started on January 29th. That was the first day of the snake year. And there's so many connections. But anyways, there's that. And let's see. Yeah, the name of the video, Dogs of War, had that 135, like Kobe being Bryant. Like Air Ambulance Jet, that's the plane that crashed in Philadelphia. They called it a major incident 135. You had the collision of the helicopter in the plane, collision 135, Sam Lilly 135. Who's that? That's the pilot of the plane that hit the helicopter. And remember the full name of the guy who did the halftime show, Kendrick Lamar Duckworth 135, Fly Eagles Fly 135. If you add up the total scores of the last 2 Super Bowls with the Eagles and the Chiefs, the total score 135. There's even more 135s, but anyways, you get the point. And what else was I going to say? Oh, is it on the next slide? I don't even know if I have it in here now. Just off the top of my head, don't forget the helicopter pilot that crashed into the plane. His name was Andrew Eves. Andrew Eves was 1831. And it happened 1,831 days after Kobe died. Andrew Eves, like Eve was tempted by the serpent. And what else was I going to say? I was going to say something else. Crumb cakes. What was it? Oh, I remember the 159. Remember the plane and helicopter collision it was 159 days from Kobe's birthday. Remember, helicopters 159, plane and helicopter 159, figure skaters was 159, and there were figure skaters on the plane. That's what it was. And then don't forget, the guy who was driving that air ambulance jet in Philly, his name was Alan Montoya, which equaled Kobe Bryant in 2 ciphers. So another 222 connection. You guys remember like 2 weeks ago with the first plane crash, the helicopter plane collision, where I connected it to Snakes on a Plane and Samuel L. Jackson 2 weeks ago before he showed up at the Super Bowl as a surprise appearance. Anyways, long story short, it's a screenshot from a couple weeks ago now. I pointed out that that plane crash with the helicopter, that was on the first day of the snake year, which made us think of Snakes on a Plane, right? And the star of Snakes on a Plane, Samuel L. Jackson. I pointed out that Samuel L. Jackson was 222, like the name of the flight was 5342, which equaled 222. And that plane crash in D.C., that was 201 days before the anniversary of the movie Snakes on a Plane, as that plane was approaching runway 33, which equals 201, like that old serpent, 201. Huge number. By the way, that old serpent is mentioned in Revelation 12:9, which is 129, like the date that it happened on. And here's a list of the 201s for you off the top of my head. The full name of the Jesuit Pope, Jorge Mario Bergoglio, equals 201. The Pope lives in suite number 201 at the Domus Sanctae Marte, which equals 201. Catholic Pope equals 201. The Georgia Guidestones went down 201 days from the Pope's birthday. The Guidestones are built under the alias R.C. Christian, which is a perfect match to Pope Francis in 3 out of the 4. Ignatius of Loyola equals 201. That's the founder of the Jesuit order. The Jesuit order equals 201. We had Event 201, the pandemic simulation. Main sponsor William Henry Gates, which equals 201. And then we had Preparing for Disease X, held exactly 201 weeks after COVID was declared a pandemic and 201 days from Obama's birthday. The Son of Perdition, Barack Hussein Obama, equals 201. And Event 201 was held on 10/18. Like Luke 10:18, I beheld Satan as lightning fall from heaven. Barak means lightning, Bama means the heights. So, after we made that connection, we had the surprise appearance of Uncle Samuel L. Jackson, at the Super Bowl 50 days after his birthday, when Airplane is 50 and Snake is 50 and America equals 50. And he's also 76 years old right now. Like Airplane equals 76, like Eagles versus Chiefs 76. Donald John Trump 76, he was in attendance. Barack Obama equals 76. Don't forget the Georgia Guidestones went down on 7/6 on George W. Bush's 76th birthday. Member of Skull and Bones equals 76. Guidestones built under the alias R.C. Christian, which equals 76. Obama's book, A Promised Land, equals 76. And speaking of Skull and Bones, when did the Guidestones open? On 3/22/1980. And I'll tell you something about that in a minute. But anyways, don't forget all the 76s on Obama's movie. The coffee cup with the 76. They got to take exit 76 to get to the vacation house, right? But anyways, back to those Guidestones. They opened 231 days from Obama's birthday. The Guidestones were 231 inches tall. And the first rule of the Guidestones equaled 231. Maintain humanity under 500 million in perpetual balance with nature. And then they had the pandemic simulation called Catastrophic Contagion, which equaled 231. And that was held 231 weeks after Clade X. And then monkeypox was declared a global health emergency 231 weeks after COVID declared a pandemic, and monkeypox outbreak equals 231. I think that's all correct. That's just off the top of my head. But anyways, yeah, 76, big number with them Guidestones. They went down on 7/6. Now, back to Kobe. Because this airport, and remember how we got here, the name of the airport equals 222, and the airport's named after a guy whose name equals 222. So, Anyways, this airport opened on February 27th, 1928. So we got this news 15 days before the airport anniversary, which is Kobe, equals 15. And we have another 41 because this plane slid off the taxiway, which has that 41, like Kobe Bryant equals 41, who died at the age of 41. And remember the pilot of the plane in Philadelphia, that plane that was in the air for 41 seconds that crashed in Kobe's hometown? Remember the pilot was Alan Montoya, 41, and that crashed near the Roosevelt Mall, Roosevelt 41, right before Kobe's team won the Super Bowl, when Super Bowl equals 41, and Roosevelt was a perfect match to Super Bowl. And if you don't believe me that the 41 is a big number with Kobe, well, when Kobe scored his career high 81 in game 666, the rest of the team scored 41. And Kobe's last game, he scored 60. The rest of the team scored 41. Kobe's last shot ever was over a player wearing the number 41 jersey. Kobe's last game, he came off the court with 4.1 seconds left on the clock. And in the film The Black Mamba, Kobe starred with Kanye West. During the film, Kobe threw a basketball time bomb at Kanye West's helicopter. And the last you see of the basketball time bomb, the countdown is 4.1. And Kobe died in a helicopter. So the regional jet is operated by GoJet Airlines, which has that 81, like Kobe being Bryant, 81, who scored 81 in game 666. And Rain Andrini had that 81. That's that girlfriend of Vince Neil, who was in that plane collision. Remember, Motley Crue had the snake on the plane, right? Kobe the snake. The movie Snakes on a Plane, it's all connected. But yeah, GoJet Airlines 81, like Kobe being Bryant, like Mark of the Beast. That's why he scored 81 in game 666, because Mark of the Beast is 81. Now remember, we're making the connection here also to the Chiefs, because this happened in Missouri, right? And it says here, while there are no official reports as of Wednesday evening, weather conditions, specifically icy taxiways, were the probable cause, GoJet Airlines spokesperson Elizabeth Dray said. Look at her name. She's got the 64, like Kansas City Chiefs 64. Like there were 64 people on that plane that collided with the helicopter, right? And Regional Jet also has that 64. Hey, Gene Splice, good to see you. GoJet Airlines also has that 63 and 81, like the Illuminati 6381. GoJet Airlines also has the 144, like Jesuit Order 144. And there were 27 people on that plane, like Ritual is 27. And this happened at the St. Louis Airport on 2/12, like St. Louis Airport equals 2/12. And it happened at the airport on the 43rd day of the year, and airport equals 43. And honorable mention here, the Dulles Airport, it's commonly known by its former name, Dulles International Airport, which equals 322, and this did happen on the day leaving 322 days left in the year. All right, but the key point, guys, I know that was a long one, sorry. Had to get it all in there. The key point here, guys, you guys know I've been connecting all these plane rituals. I just went through them all. And by the way, there's not going to be a big recap at the end. Maybe just a few key points of the Munich car ramming. Not going to have time for a full decode, but I just showed you all the 222s that were connected, and, you know, how do you explain it? Another plane incident connected to Missouri, which we've been talking about, and again, the 222s. Not only is the name of the airport 222, St. Louis Lambert International Airport 222, but the guy it's named after, Albert Lambert, is also 222. So that's pretty crazy. All right, from one plane story to another one. Military plane crashes into San Diego Bay near Naval Air Station. 2 pilots rescued. This article from February 12th. Well, I figured we might have a plane crash on the 43rd day of the year because plane crash equals 43. And it happened in San Diego, which equaled 43. And the mayor of San Diego, he assumed office on December 10th. This happened 43 weeks before the anniversary of when the mayor assumed office. Don't forget the snake equals 43. Here, I can show you that. Don't forget that. Remember 43 years before the plane crashed in the Potomac, there was another plane that crashed in the Potomac? Remember that? 43 years. Don't forget Masonic equals 43, Freemasons 43, Lucifer 43. But yeah, we're in the year of the snake. That's what it's all about. And the snake has that 43 also. So yeah, what are the odds? On the 43rd day of the year in San Diego, 43, plane crash 43, 43 weeks and 0 days before the anniversary of when the San Diego mayor assumed office. It was also 65 days after the anniversary of when the mayor assumed office, and military plane equals 65. Now, we're still talking about that date when the mayor assumed office, December 10th. Fun fact, if we go forward in time, 666 days from that military plane crash, we land on December 10th, which is the anniversary of the mayor assuming office. Isn't that wild? Now, how about the mayor's birthday? The mayor's birthday is May 10th. So this happened 87 days before the mayor's birthday, like military plane crash 87, like plane is 87. Now how about the governor of California, Gavin Newsom, his birthday October 10th. This happened 125 days after the governor's birthday, like airplane crash is 125. Military jet 142, like Gavin Newsom 142, that's the governor, and San Diego is 142, like military jet. Now, here's one thing that I missed from the video I did yesterday on this. I put out a short video. But one thing I didn't mention in that video, it says a military plane crashed into the San Diego Bay near Shelter Island. And I want to point out that Shelter Island has that 56, like plane crash 56. Like Society of Jesus 56, that's the Jesuits, like Gavin Newsom 56, like Freemasons 56. Also, this plane crash was 308 days before the Pope's birthday. Plane crash equals 308. And it was also on the day leaving 322 days left in the year. And it was also 32,200 days after the Pope was born. And that would be today and yesterday. You know, you can include the end date or not include that whole thing. But yep, that was also 308 days before the Pope's birthday, like plane crash, 308. And this is a new find that I found late last night. I was doing a little more research, and I said, are you kidding me? Because, and actually, you know what, since I'm going to mention this, let me get back to that 65 slide, because I just thought of something. Whoops. See how it was 65 days after the anniversary when the mayor assumed office, like military plane 65? And don't forget, Philadelphia equals 65 in that same cipher. There you go. So yeah, I'm about to make a connection to Kobe's team, the Eagles. So yeah, I should also mention, Philadelphia has that 65, like military plane 65, right? 65 days after the mayor's anniversary. Okay, back to the final slide here. So it says here, you know, we've been talking a lot about Eagles. You know, a lot of American Eagles. Well, it says here, the aircraft was in San Diego as part of the Bamboo Eagle integrated training exercise. So another connection to the Eagle. Wow. Well, what if I told you this plane crash happened 173 days after Kobe Bryant's birthday, and Bamboo Eagle is 173, like plane crash is 173. How about that? And don't call it a stretch, because we've connected like 10 different plane rituals now to Kobe and the Eagles, right? So don't say I'm tripping, because I know I'm not at this point. So there you go. Another Eagle connection, and it's connected perfectly to Kobe. Bamboo Eagle equals 173. It was 173 days after Kobe's birthday, man. Like plane crash. Wow. Crazy stuff, huh? All right, y'all. I got one more for you. Plane crash in San Diego on the 43rd day of the year. Come on now. Plane crash 43, San Diego 43. I know I ain't tripping. All right. I saved the best for last. And I say it's the best because it's the most simple decode to understand out of all of them. I think there's only about 5 slides for this one. You ain't going to believe this one. Here we go. Senate confirms RFK Jr. as Health and Human Services Secretary, and we get this news today, February 13th. You ready for this? So, long story short, RFK Jr. announced that he was running for president on April 19th, 2023. And he's confirmed by the Senate today as the new Health and Human Services Secretary exactly 666 days after he announced he was running for president. How do you like that? Oh, by the way, Kennedy equals 666. So, please share this video, because that right there alone, if I said nothing else in this whole video, that right there deserves a like and a share. You can't tell me that's a coincidence. The guy literally ran for president, dropped out, and endorsed Donald Trump. Now he's teaming up with Donald Trump, and he's officially confirmed. You're telling me he's officially confirmed 666 days after he announced he was running for president? Drop the mic. Drop all the mics. Come on now. The old 666, the number of the beast, and Kennedy equals 666. So he's now teaming up with Mr. MAGA. You know, MAGA is the highest degree of the Church of Satan, right? And he's now teaming up with Donald Trump, who announced he was running for re-election on November 15th, 2022. That was 666 days after Trump's last full day in office, which was January 19th, 2021. And that's because the very next day, Joe Biden became president on January 20th, right? So Trump's last full day as president was January 19th, 2021. What are the odds that Mr. MAGA, the highest degree of the Church of Satan, would announce re-election 666 days after his last full day in office? And then remember, not only is he Mr. MAGA, but he's Mr. Father of the Vaccine, right? And who was president on March 11th, 2020, when COVID was declared a pandemic exactly 666 days after the Clade X pandemic simulation on May 15th, 2018? Was it Donald Trump? Sure was. Notice vaccination equals 666. And allegedly, this guy, RFK, he's all against vaccines. Yeah, right. It's all theater. So, the numbers don't lie, folks. Do not trust these people. That's what I can tell you. You see this picture right here? This is the whole reason I do what I do. Because this stuff right here could wake somebody up quick. You can't argue with 3 different date durations. Forget the gematria. Look at the date durations. How can you argue with this stuff? You can't. That's why I'm on channel number 14. All right. Now, 666, the number of the beast, right? Well, what if I told you it was 174 days ago, on August 23rd, 2024, that RFK Jr. suspended his campaign and endorsed Donald Trump? That was 174 days ago. Number of the beast equals 174. Like New World Order, 174. And one more thing, we get this news about RFK Jr. 27 days after his birthday. Well, that's perfect because RFK Jr. equals 27 like health. 27. He's now the new Health and Human Services Secretary, and Ritual is also 27. But that's a lot to be a coincidence, don't you think? RFK Jr. equals 27. We get this news 27 days after his birthday. And we get this news today 666 days after he announced he was running for president. And Kennedy equals 666, which is the number of the beast. And number of the beast is 174 in Gematria. And he dropped out of the race and endorsed Trump 174 days ago. Wow. All right, guys. Wow. That is it. What a show. If anybody would like to support the channel, here's how you can do so. Any support, very much appreciated. This is my full-time job. I'm not monetized, and I could really use the help at the moment. Support is a little bit down. I know everyone's struggling, but so am I. So if you guys could really help me out, I would really appreciate it. And thank you so much to everyone who does support. You guys are amazing. But yeah, if you're just coming in, we got the big 666 with RFK Jr. Oh, here, I'm glad I clicked on this. You guys know when I did the Motley Crue, the second video, the live stream, I think it was yesterday. Anyways, we did a whole separate decode on the death of Nicholas Dingley, aka Razzle, the drummer from Hanoi Rocks. He was killed in a car crash with Vince Neil back in 1984. Here's one thing I forgot in that decode, all right? And you know me, I was kicking myself all night. I said, I can't believe I forgot that one. Anyways, it's not that big of a deal. But Nicholas Dingley, that was his name, 157, like the name of the band, Hanoi Rocks 157, and he died in an accident, which equals 157. So, one thing I missed yesterday. All right, we cover the plane crash on the 43rd day of the year, plane crash 43, San Diego 43. We had the other plane incident in Missouri. Hello, been talking a lot about Missouri and the 222. I showed you how the 222 connects with the Chiefs and everything. You can't argue with it. St. Louis Lambert International Airport 222, named after Albert Lambert, which equals 222. And then I will do my best to quickly go through this car ramming. I'm not going to hit every single slide because I don't want to make it a super long video, but just a few of the key points for you here. Number one, we have a car ramming 173 days before Obama's birthday, car ramming 173. This happened in Munich, which equals Barack Obama in 2 ciphers. It was a Verde protest. Verde 32, protest 32, Munich 32, Barack Obama 32, Obama 32. Today's the 44th day of the year, Obama number 44. We also had another vehicle attack 44 days ago in New Orleans. And today's also 193 days after Obama's birthday, the 44th prime number. The suspect, an asylum seeker, which equals the Antichrist, from Afghanistan, which equals the Antichrist. His name, Farhad Nori, equals the Antichrist, and Barack Hussein Obama. This was a trade union protest. Trade union is a perfect match to Antichrist in 3 out of the 4. Protest 76, vehicle ramming 76, demonstration 76, Barack Obama 76, Munich car ramming 84, car 84, Obama 84, born on 84. This was the other attack in Germany. This was the Christmas market one in Magdeburg. Remember, that was 227 days before Obama's birthday, like Christmas market was 227. And then I gotta mention this. All the huge connections to the Illuminati here. Guys, this happened in Bavaria, Germany, where the Illuminati was founded. Okay? And long story short, the suspect used a Mini Cooper, which equals 153. It was a Verde protest, which equals 153. The suspect was an asylum seeker from Afghanistan, which equaled 153. And we heard from Markus Söder, which equals 153. He's the minister-president of Bavaria. Olaf Scholz equals 153. That's the Chancellor of Germany. Jesuit Order 153, Barry Soetoro 153. That's Obama. By the way, I was talking about the Guidestones. Don't forget Elberton, Georgia equals 153, where the Guidestones are located. We talked about the pet goat equals 153 on page 153 of Reading Mastery 2. Heliofont equals 153. They took down iPetGoat 2, put it back up 153 days later. Antichrist Obama 153. And the big one, the Illuminati 153, because this happened in Bavaria, where the Bavarian Illuminati was founded on May 1st, right? And guess who assumed office on May 1st? The mayor of Munich. So all three of them, the minister-president of Bavaria, Olaf Scholz, and the mayor of Munich, they all have huge connections to the Illuminati, right? And also, the suspect, Farhad Nouri, 188, like the mayor's name. Dieter Reeder, 188, like Bavarian Illuminati, 188. Wow. And then it was 77 days before the Illuminati's birthday, like Verde, 77, vehicle ramming, 77. 96 days before the mayor's birthday, like Munich car ramming, 96. 39 days after the birthday of the minister-president of Bavaria, like ramming, 39. Oh, is Year of the Snake another 153? Oh, and before I forget, Cody let us know, speaking of the mayor assuming office on May 1st, 2014, we get this news today exactly 563 weeks after the mayor assumed office, and 563 is the 103rd prime number, like Obama, equals 103. Here, let's see. Year of the Snake is 153. Year of the Snake. There you go. Yeah, that 153, obviously a huge number. If you can look up a video, it will totally blow your mind. What's the video? Let me know. So this was 39 days after the birthday of the minister-president of Bavaria, like ramming 39, like the ramming in New Orleans was 39 weeks from the mayor's birthday and 39 days before the Super Bowl in New Orleans. And remember the suspect in New Orleans? That was Shamsa Din Jabbar 1162, like vehicle ramming attack. And we had that one in Magdeburg, Germany, was 78-165, like car attack. Back to the Bavarian governor, Markus Söder. His name, perfect match to Jesuit Order in 3 out of the 4. Mini Cooper 153-54, like Jesuit Order 153-54. 58 days after the Pope's birthday, like Verde, like Pope Francis. That's not including the end date. If you include the end date, 59 days after the Pope's birthday, like car, like trade union, like demonstration, like Pope Francis. They're all 59. The suspect from the Christmas market in Magdeburg, he had the 59. Talib al-Abdul-Mohsen. Today's also 32,200 days after the Pope was born, to 322. We get this Munich car attack 56 days after the Magdeburg attack. Munich car attack has that 56, like Society of Jesus. That's the Jesuits, right? And, yeah, that's pretty much the key points. The guy who did the car attack, 24 years old, like car attack. But, yeah, the key points here, connected to Obama, yet again. Car ramming, 173. All the Illuminati connections. Alright, Cody wants me to look something up, which is perfect timing because it's time to turn this around. But yeah, that's a lot of stuff, guys. I've been working my butt off. I really haven't had much of a break in like 2 weeks. But like especially over the last 24 hours, I've just been going non-stop. So hopefully you guys are enjoying these videos because it definitely is a lot of work. Okay, let me turn this around. Alright, look up a video on YouTube and look at the video he posted today on his shorts, okay? Alright, let me check it out. Cody, am I missing anything on Obama or the Illuminati? Let me know. Gene spliced, am I missing anything? Alright, I'm looking it up. Does the sound matter? I don't want to get a copyright or anything. Is it the most recent one? The one that says go with the flow with the guy with the hat? Is that it? I'm not sure what I'm looking for. Is it the one with the guy in the hat? There is subtitles. It's called I Needed a Hot Chocolate and This Happened. Yeah, that's what I'm on. If you had one message to the world, what would it be? Just travel the world, go with the flow. We have one life. I'm from India. I used to play sports. I traveled to Singapore, Taiwan, Midtown. Now I'm here. I used to play... What's your username? My name is Mercury. You're famous. Over 1,000. Cody, I'm not sure what I'm supposed to be looking for. Mercury? I don't get it. I'll be honest, Cody, I don't get this one. I'm not sure what you want me to see here. Like I said, the whole Mercury thing, that's your connection. I don't really talk about Mercury. So, is that it? All right. Well, maybe in your video you can explain it better. But I'm not seeing what you're seeing there. Sorry. You want to just tell me, Cody? I don't understand. As far as I see it, some random guy at a coffee shop having a conversation about coffee, and he says Mercury at the... I don't really know what it has to do with me or what I'm talking about. I see what you're saying, bro. At the end, he says Mercury. What am I missing? I'm watching it again. And I didn't want to play the sound because I don't want to get a copyright. I don't know who this guy is, so it's happened to me before. I played someone else's video, I lost my whole channel, so I don't want to do that. Oh, where he talks about smashing people with a car. But still, I just like I said, Mercury is your thing. I don't ever talk about Mercury on this channel, so it doesn't really do much for me. I'll be honest. But I get what you're saying. I know you're making the connection with Mercury and the crash, and this guy's talking about driving a car into people and Mercury. So I'm sure you're going to have a fantastic video on it. I can't wait to see it. But yeah, for me, it's not doing much for me, to be honest. But yeah, thank you though. Cody, you have like the best stuff out of anybody in the world. So I mean, no disrespect at all. You're one of the best decoders of all world history. So I know Cody's got a great point that he's making. I'm just not, I don't really know what it is. Yeah, Cody's saying Mercury is the god of transportation. I don't even know that. I know you've said it before, but I'm just not. And now he's saying Mercury is Obama. I know Mercury equals 103 like Obama, but I don't know. Maybe I'm not that smart. That's why whenever you talk about Mercury and that stuff, I let you go with it. Yeah. Tricksters deceive. Yeah. So yeah, Mercury, let's see. Yeah, if you want to know more about Mercury, you got to check out Cody. I thought you were trying to show me like this was the suspect, like he put out a video or something. I didn't know what you were trying to show me, so that's why I played it. But Trump released Operation Warp Speed on Mercalia. Yeah. Anyways, I'm moving on. I'm moving on from the Mercury. Let's talk about what we talked about in this video here. So 173 days before Obama's birthday, car ramming 173. Munich equals Barack Obama. 44th day of the year. Asylum seeker equals the Antichrist. Afghanistan the Antichrist. The suspect's name the Antichrist. It's all there. And the big Illuminati connection, obviously. But yeah, if you came in late, you'll have to go back and rewatch it. Definitely a must-see show today. Yeah, I'm sorry, Cody. I'm kind of like, I just stick to the numbers and the date durations and Obama and the scripted news. I don't get into the Mercury thing. And, I'm sure you're going to make a great point in your video. But for me, I don't even know the connection. So, again, maybe I'm not that smart. Anybody have any questions or anything to add? Let me know. All right, guys. Well, I think we'll wrap it up. But yeah, like I said earlier, guys, if you guys could help me out on the financial situation, that would be very much appreciated. Support is way down. I'll be honest. Most of these days, I pretty much work all day long doing this stuff. I don't really have much of a break or much of a life besides this. And some days, by the end of the day, there's $0 coming in, or 10 or 20, and I do appreciate the 10 and the 20. But if it's just one person sending, every couple days, it's tough. And there are people that do send much more than 10 or 20, but, it's not very often. So, anyways, I'm struggling with it. If you guys could help me out, very much appreciated. I pretty much worked like the last 24 hours straight, So, long story short, guys, I hate talking about money. I really do. It's like my least favorite topic, but I can't be doing decodes every day showing 100 slides and making, you know, 20 bucks for the day. So anyways, just want to put that out there. I hate saying it, but I could really use the help, and I could really use the shares too. Last couple videos not doing very good, only like 1,000 views. So if we could get this stuff out there, very much appreciated. I think it's pretty undeniable stuff how every single day these rituals all connect to Obama and the 222 and the same numbers we talk about every day, you know. But anyways, we'll go ahead and leave it there for today. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Be on the lookout for Cody's decode on the car ramming in Munich with the big Mercury connection that Cody's going to make. But anyways, that's it for me for today. Alright guys, thank you for being here today. Thank you for being part of the channel. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Please do me a favor on the way out. Please hit the like and the share. Very much appreciated. And as always, keep looking up. We are living in the biblical end of days. Jesus is coming very soon. I can't wait. And I'll see you guys on the next video. God bless.